So I just saw Disney's Wish, and should I give it okay? For a 30 seconds review, the film was okay, very small and simple. I feel like this is one of those times where a longer run time would have done the film more good so as to flesh out some great potentials the film had. But instead of making a review video like everybody else, I've decided to make a series of videos like this where I talk on different aspects of the film. And for today's video, we're gonna be looking at King Magnifico. Is he a disappointment? A lot of question marks we need to figure out, and just have a rundown of Disney's newest villain. But before we get started, please hit that like and the subscribe button. Sit back and let's get into what we have for today's video. And there will be spoilers, so this is your warning. So Magnifico is introduced as the king and founder of the Kingdom of Rosas. He has studied the magic of the world and has become a mighty sorcerer. So right from the start of the film, I started questioning a lot of what they were saying. Initially, I thought the citizens of Rosas come to him to grant that one wish they can't make come true on their own. For instance, let's say be able to walk again if you're crippled, or to wish for your one true love to find you, and so on. But instead, the people of Rosas give him the one wish that drives their heart, not to even grant it, but to protect it from harm and make them forget it. And if you're worthy, he then grants your wish. And I'm like, what kind of logic is this? Because if I'm a citizen of Rosas and I see that 14 out of thousands of people get their wishes granted every year, I'd rather work hard to make my wish come true instead of giving it to a king that will make me forget about it. Like, there was this one lady whose wish was to sew the most beautiful dress in all the land, and it was eventually granted. And I was like, what if Asha's mom, who is also a seamstress, worked hard to make better clothes? Would her hard work be stifled by that woman's wish? So the whole logic as to how the wishing stuff worked didn't just sit right with me. And funny enough, by the end of the film, a more logical approach was taken to provide a better solution to the wishes of the people. Like, there's this lady that wished that she could fly. Well, here's Peter, aka Peter Pan. He wants to build a flying machine, so work with him. Like, when that scene played out, I was like, what's the point of the whole movie then? Because if you have someone that can work on building a flying machine, then why are you still going to a king to grant your wish to be able to fly when you can work to make that happen? So the whole wishing stuff is just something that ticks me a little bit. Another thing we have to talk about is Magnifico's motive as a villain. You know, we've had great villain motivations over the years from Disney. Gothel will go to any lengths to remain young. Ursula wants to rule the sea. Frollo is a genocidal maniac. And one good thing about these villains is that their motivations are consistent, or sometimes they develop as the movie progresses. But with Magnifico, I found myself asking why he's acting in a certain way. Look at Encanto, for instance. Even though Abuela is not a villain in that story, her strong desire to keep the miracle burning at the expense of her family's happiness ultimately led to the way she treated Mirabel, which threw a lot of people off because technically she was the villain in Mirabel's story. So with Magnifico, who we're told right from the start is the villain of the story, he started off as a really great king. I mean, he founded the Kingdom of Rosas. He opened his borders to everybody so they can all be safe, because he too had suffered loss in his past. And when I saw all this, I was like, oh god, are we gonna have a sympathetic villain? I thought we were going all out with his character. But then he was just keeping the wishes locked away, and it's not like they were foiling his power or anything. They were just there because, I don't know, they're too dangerous. How is playing a musical instrument dangerous? And even if someone brought a dangerous wish to him, then, I don't know, have the person arrested or let them know right there that your wish is dangerous. And it didn't stop there. After the people started asking questions when Star came down, he just flipped, and his goal went from protecting Rosas to using their wish to gain more power, because afterwards he then discovered that if he squashed their wishes, they add to his power. And normally I would have said, okay, his motivations are developing, but why would he want more power at the expense of the kingdom he has fought so hard to protect? Was it because of Asha? Was she the competition? If he maybe sought more power to rival a neighboring kingdom or something, I would have been like, okay. But he was already the greatest sorcerer in the land, so his quest for more power just didn't seem right. But I guess we could go with him being possessed by the book of forbidden magic, and that's why he went all out against the people of Rosas. I just feel like we could have gotten more out of that whole arc so as to, just fully grasp his motivation as a villain. Now let's talk about his villain song. I refused to listen to the full song until I saw the film. I was patient, and it's a pretty catchy song. It's a bop. I prefer the ending where he started going crazy and green magic and all that, because when the creators of the film were like, we're going back to the classics, that was what I wanted to see the most. An evil villain. But around the start of the song, I wasn't feeling it, I won't lie. I was really looking forward to a dark villain song all through, like Hellfire or Be Prepared. But instead, we got a catchy villain song like Shiny and Mother Knows Best, and I guess that's okay. I'll talk more of the songs when I make a ranking video of all the songs in the film, so be on the lookout for that video. So all in all, is Magnifico a disappointment? The answer is no. In fact, he's probably the best part of the whole film. The issue is that he had a lot of potentials that we didn't get to see, and the whole wish stuff is just And this is something that maybe a longer runtime or a better delivery of what they planned for his character would have fixed. But this is all just my opinion. You're free to disagree with me, so let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Hit that like and the subscribe button because I'll be making more videos like this in the coming days. Check out more of my videos on Wish and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.